Hey everyone, so this is a quick video explaining the project that we are going to do for OCEN 101. So what you'll see on this page here, I know it says La Cañada and a different due date, but I'm just making one video for both of my lab sections, okay? So just make sure on Canvas you pay attention to the correct due dates. But just to note, it would just be the day, the last class before finals week. So for La Cañada, it's the 9th. For Skyline, it's the 10th. Okay, so essentially for this project, you're going to be giving a detailed presentation on an ocean phenomenon or environmental issue of your choice. So you're going to make you're going to be using some sort of presentation software to create a presentation on something that you want to present on. So you can either present to me individually or through a recording, or if you have the ability to come to class that day, then we can try and do it in class as well. This is an optional group project, but of course you are more than welcome to do this alone. I know that there are a number of us that that work as groups, so if you want to continue that group work, highly recommended. That's super awesome. Just make sure things are kind of divided equally, as I'm sure you've been doing all semester anyway. This is a very, very open-ended project. You have a ton of creative freedom, and I want you to do something that makes you excited, and it really is the key for success. But first, you need to pick your topic. So there's a ton of aspects about the ocean that we have either not covered or have not been able to cover fully. And if you're in my lecture class, it has to be a different topic than the one for your presentation, but it can be something similar, right? So say you are doing coral bleaching or destruction of habitats with corals, then maybe you can focus on coral restoration, something like that, along those lines. Really, this project is worth more than the final. It's worth, I think, 30% of your grade. So it's kind of a big chunk, right? So really the point is to get you to have fun, to be creative, and do a little bit of research on an area of interest, okay? So by November 21st, which is next week, next Sunday, I want you to have turned in a rough outline with 3 to 5 kind of viable sources, and you're going to turn that into Canvas. So rough outline can be bullet points, or it can be super detailed, super short, as long as you like. But the more work you put into it now, the less you're going to have to do later. And this is going to be counted towards the project portion of your grade. So I know I don't have it added in this document, but I will add it into the one that I post. There's going to be a Google form for you to fill out to choose your topics, and then I will assign topics to you once I get enough topics that are turned into me. So let me know, all right? Or get that turned in as soon as possible, yeah? So really overall expectations and grading rubric. So even though everyone is probably going to have a very, very different style, all of us are going to have some sort of intro motivation. So why'd you choose this type of phenomenon, and providing a brief, simple introduction, providing a description of the phenomenon, why, where, when it occurs, impacts of the occurrence, etc. And then providing examples or a case study. So by examples, I mean like if you choose something like noise pollution, then you can provide examples of different kinds of noise pollution, maybe some particular examples of like some military related things that did some bad stuff to local wildlife or something like that. Or if you choose a particular phenomenon, so say you choose like the 2011 March Japan tsunami, the Fukushima tsunami, then these two sections are going to be kind of tied together, but you're going to do just a really, really detailed version of all of these, okay? Then just some basic conclusions. So what conclusions can you draw from this? How can we prepare for something like this in the future? Kind of just wrap up the topic. And then of course just your various references and figures or pictures with your own captions. So what I mean by that is if you show a picture or if you use a scientific figure, you have to put like a little itty bitty description underneath to describe what that picture is. Similarly, when you read a newspaper article online or a real one, whenever you see pictures, you'll see a little itty bitty caption underneath it, just describing to the reader what they're looking at, okay? And then the last part here is a presentation ability. So was it put together or not rushed? Are you prepared? Did you practice? And just to make sure that there's thought and effort kind of put into the project. I can tell the difference between being just really nervous and having done it 2 minutes before class started. That is generally pretty obvious to me. So for a total of 100 points. So here's a potential list of topics. This is non-exhaustive by any stretch of the imagination. You are more than welcome to do anything that's not on this list that's related to the ocean or to the environment. I always try and push you to do something that's also related to your major, if you can. There may at least be some sort of environmental thing that's related to your major that you can kind of tie things in. So if you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening.